Hello, my dear PhD students. This is Professor Dr. Kamal Bhattacharya, Faculty of Arts, Humanities and Social Sciences, Motherhood University, and this is for the subject research ethics. And today I will discuss with the specific title, the scientific conduct and misconduct on the purview of Indian perspective. Okay. So tomorrow you have a class. So I all request you to see this video and make yourself understand about this, because tomorrow I will discuss with you and I will ask you the basic questions from this video that will give you certain advantage before you take the class tomorrow. Okay. So as we know that we have discussed, I have told you that scientific research means a proper channelized conduct of experiment, of thesis writing, without manipulation and with chronological order of the terms, usage of proper materials, usage of proper guidelines, without deviating from the standard notion, standard value of scientific of research. Okay. So scientific research, again I am telling you, do not be confused about that. It has nothing to do with science. Scientific means you are supposed to follow the principle in disciplinary in discipline, in a proper way, which is accepted by all. In India, what should I say, that the rising scientific misconduct, it is an alarming condition in India, because today, especially the new generation, they have little inclination to physical work. Okay. They do not want to write by themselves. They use different type of AI tools. They use uh, um, auto generated text, speech to text. Okay. Scientific science and technology is required. It is for the development of a community, of individual. Okay. But we forget the difference between the usage of scientific apparatus, scientific technique, and the usage of the uh, the material coming out of your brain. Okay. Which is not mine, I cannot claim it. This is the basic thing. Okay. So in India it is really an alarming condition. The news is because according to the survey, Indian research watchdog, it is an institution. Okay. The escalating number of retractions in India research, raising substantial concern related to scientific misconduct in India. Not only in India, in Indian subcontinent, like it is very much more in a very, very serious note in Bangladesh, Pakistan, and some other countries, but not Bhutan and Nepal, because their research is also less number coming, but these people are little concerned and serious about that. Okay, so scientific misconduct means it is a deviation. It is a deviation from an accepted standard. Okay, your intellectual property is your intellectual property. You cannot claim others' intellectual property to be your own. Okay, it's a so deviation from the accepted norms, accepted standard of scientific research, study, publication, ethics. There can be many forms of scientific misconduct. There are plagiarism, misconducting involving experimental technique. How do you experiment? How did you experiment? What did you get? The technique of experiment. What did you use in the what software you have used? Okay. This is for science. This is for science. I am talking as a whole. Okay, as a whole. Retractions occur when published papers are withdrawn from the scientific literature due to various reasons, including mistakes, data fabrication, plagiarism, and other forms of misconduct. So, when the result of a scientific experiment or investigation or your own topic, English, Hindi, history, mathematics, okay, uh, investigation are reported without giving the credit to the principal investigator. Suppose if you want to, for example, those who are doing mathematics, if you want to do some research on Laplace, okay, or if you want to do research on the genuine number, okay, the real number. What is a real number? Okay, so it is the problem of real number is a problem for last 2000 years. Last 2000 years. Okay, even the computer could not resolve by counting the exact number. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, and what the computer did, it multiplied 10 into 2200 2044 times. Okay, 10 to the power 2044 times, but still they have got only 4 genuine numbers. Okay, 4 genuine numbers. Within 4 genuine numbers, I can remember only 2. One is 6 and one is 12. Okay, so if you want to do some research on genuine numbers, if you want to do on Pythagoras theorem, if you want to do on Laplace, so you have to give the credit to the principal investigator. You cannot do research without mentioning Galileo Galilei. If you are researching on the celestial bodies, sky, okay, so principal investigator or principal researcher. Scientific fraud means the authors create an article with fabricated images and data, which is then submitted to the peer-reviewed publication without approval from an independent oversight board. So you have suppose you want to do research on yoga. Okay, yoga and pathology. Okay, combining yoga and pathology, how yoga can um, attribute to development of pathology, development of um, or of medical science. You want to go for interdisciplinary. So if your information is fabricated, false, not real, then it is a scientific misconduct. Okay, so what is the statistics in India and what is the condition in India? Uh, the retractions increase in scientific misconduct is that retractions from um, India have increased 2.5 times between 2020 to 2022. Retractions means it was wiped out from the genuine journals. They have withdrawn, they have deleted. Okay. So there was a 2.5 times more retraction in 2022 than in 2020, and and it was more. The retraction was more in comparison to 2017 to 2019. Why does it happen? Do you have any intention, any idea that why the why this increase in 2017 2019 to 2020 2022? Because of the misuse, because of the abuse of the technology, artificial intelligence, augmented reality, virtual reality, language, C++, Java, Python. Because see, there are two ways: one is open sources, one is closed sources. One is open sources, one is closed sources. For example, to make you understand this thing, many of you have not known these things. For example, iPhone. iPhone 15 Pro. For example, this is 2 lakh rupees. Okay, but the same iPhone 15 Pro you can get within 10,000 rupees. Why? This is all same. Why? Because this is the first copy. Now you ask, sir, what is first copy? First copy is nothing but the open sources done by the ex-employees of a particular company. Suppose I was working in AI in Apple, and I now am not working. So what I have in my head, so I came out the same technology, the same machine language, ML बोलता है उसको, the machine language I have used by manipulating the data in Python, and that is accepted. The company cannot go against me because I have not used your technology, I have not used your your language, because in my language the command is different. Your language I have not used. I have used different command to act the same thing. So this is open sources, and company has got its own right, copyright, patent. So this is closed sources. So these things now are coming greatly because of the misuse, and rather I would say abuse of technology. Okay, the primary retractions is identified as a misconduct where authors knowingly engage unethical practices. Unethical practice means I know that this is not my work, this is somebody else's work, but deliberately to obtain quick success, to obtain quick publication in a journal, in a good journal, I have hidden, I have manipulated, I have not exposed the, the information. Okay. Okay. Quality declining, the depletion, that I would say, the depletion in quality. Okay, indicators. Different indicators are there in the quality management. Okay, the ratio of research output to retraction is used as a proxy for quality. What is proxy for quality? That I already told. The genuine iPhone and the first copy. So first copy is the proxy. Okay, the genuine iPhone costs 2 lakh rupees and my iPhone costs 10,000 rupees. That will work same, but after all it is a proxy. Okay, the proxy for quality, revealing an alarming drop in India, almost halving the ratio, and half of the ratio, that is half of the publications are retracting because of the quality, proxy quality. This indicates a potential decline in the overall quality of research. Overall quality of research. For example, in pharmaceuticals, the pharmacy people, you know, the pharmaceuticals company, they make generic medicines. Okay, everybody knows about generic medicines, which is very cheap compared to others. Okay, Government of India claims the generic medicines produced by their own windows. They claim it is good, as at par with the genuine medicine. But there are other also, those are being sold in shops, medical shops. Okay, the quality of those medicines are questionable. Okay, so this is the plight of Indian research in every sector. I am talking about scientific, because scientific research is really concerned because of their applications in individual life and in society. But in soft skills, soft subjects like English, like Hindi, like any other language. Okay, how many of you can see that genuine, very good and international thesis is coming from India and internationally applauded, internationally acclaimed, internationally read in a very big platform? Okay, why? Every year there are different mathematics Olympiad are conducted. Okay, so why this is India used to hold these things, but why there is no such big names are coming up in mathematics? Because of this, the poor infrastructure, poor mindset. Okay, so what are the reasons in Indian mentality? What are the reasons behind the depletion of the quality? A little more than half of the respondents, okay, those who research, believe that the university ranking parameters are behind the rise. It is a genuine concern. The Indian, especially the private funded universities, even in the government universities also, okay, they hardly pay heed to the quality. Why does it take place? Why? Because the proportion of the research scholars and the teachers and the guides are so um, bad that it becomes really impossible to deal with a good quality work. Okay, 30%, 35%, rather 35% attribute among the students. They say that unethical researchers, while 10% they say that minimal action taken. Okay, if you are caught, the actions are negligible. The action against him or her. Suppose if I still in my research, if I do something misconduct, if I am caught, the action is not very stern, so that will not leave any big implication on my mind, on my psychology, because I will think that I will give 10,000 rupees and I will be okay. Okay. Additional factors contributing to the rise of retractions include the compulsory publication requirement for PhD students. Okay. However, UGC had waived out these things. So compulsory publications of PhD for the PhD scholars once in 2021-22. There were many journals. These journals are called predatory journals. You pay money and your paper will be published. Okay. So these journals, these predatory journals, they only want money, business, and they do not want quality, because they do not have that particular resource person to check the quality. Okay. So these are the reasons. Okay, it is very burning problem in Indian consequences. So what are the far-reaching consequences? So you can ask me, sir, if I do this, and what will be the consequences, far-reaching consequences? So breach of conduct, breach of academic integrity will ultimately dig a ditch for you. Remember, if you cheat, you will fall in your own grave, because chakravat parivartante dukhani cha sukhani cha. So it will come back to you. So karma will be the last, it will have the last laugh, remember. Okay. So scientific misconduct, including plagiarism, data fabrication, manipulation, constitutes a serious breach of academics and scientific integrity. It undermines the foundation of honest and transparent scholarly inquiry. Many things are available in Indian universities' data, Government of India's data. Okay. For example, somebody is doing research, wants to do research on tourism in Uttarakhand, and you are sitting at home and you are taking the data from Government of India. Okay, the tourism department of Uttarakhand, the government of Uttarakhand, and you are just blindly using them without taking their permission, without intimating them, sir, I am going to do these things. Am I eligible to do that one? Without any interaction with them. So this leads to the poor mindset. This is a serious breach of conduct, transparent and not scholarly, because you are not scholar. You have to go and find out. You cannot sit at home and, yes, internet is there, but whenever you are taking any reference, you must mention the name of the website, the journal, the university, the institutions from where you are taking the information. Okay. So, and what is the next impact, long term impact? Uh, Impact on trust and credibility. In future, you will be not uh, be trusted by anybody. Your writings, your research papers, your articles will not be accepted anywhere. You may be blacklisted. Okay. And compromised quality and academic rigor. Academic rigor means if you do not want to um, provide time, if you do not work hard, all cannot be done by working smart. If you do not work hard, if you do not visit a particular place, a particular man, or read a book, you know, so ultimately there will be a gap, because truth is omnipotent. Truth is omnipotent. You cannot defeat truth. Okay. So these are the basic poverty going on in Indian research scenario. So you are my student. So I would like to. You are all matured. Uh, uh, Take the help of your of research director and research guide. Read books. Okay. And whatever you write, it should be yours. It should be your brainchild. Okay. So tomorrow we will discuss more about it, and we will also carry forward, step forward to the other sections of the unit. Okay. So until then, um, have a good day and keep yourself well. Thank you.